Saint of the Day Giles. St. Giles, also known as St. Giles the Hermit, lived during the 7th century and is considered one of the most revered Christian saints. His life story is intertwined with tales of devotion, solitude, and miracles. Born in Athens, Greece, in the late 7th century, St. Giles hailed from a noble family. Despite his privileged upbringing, he felt a strong inclination towards a life of solitude and devotion to God. Seeking a life of piety, he left behind his social status and family to embark on a journey of spiritual exploration. Giles traveled extensively, eventually finding himself in the region that would become modern-day France. Drawn to the rugged wilderness, he settled in a dense forest near the river Rhône, living as a hermit. His lifestyle attracted attention, and over time, other seekers of spiritual insight began to join him in his solitary pursuits. This inadvertently led to the formation of a small monastic community. Known for his ascetic practices, Giles lived a life of simplicity and self-denial. He was said to have subsisted on a diet of herbs, fruits, and the milk of a doe that he had tamed. His humble existence and devout demeanor made him a beacon of inspiration for those seeking to deepen their connection with God. Legends about St. Giles' miraculous deeds abound. One of the most famous stories recounts an encounter with a wounded deer. According to the tale, King Wamba of the Visigoths was out hunting when he accidentally wounded a deer that sought refuge in Giles' hermitage. The saint cared for the injured animal, and it became one of his companions. This act of compassion became a symbol of his kindness and rapport with all living creatures. The fame of St. Giles' piety and miracles spread far and wide, drawing the attention of pilgrims and the faithful. As a result, a small village grew around his hermitage, eventually evolving into a town that came to be known as St. Giles du Gard. A church was erected in his honor, which later evolved into the magnificent Abbey of St. Giles. St. Giles' reputation continued to flourish after his death. He became a patron saint of various causes, including the disabled, lepers, and animals. His feast day, celebrated on September 1st, is marked by prayers and blessings for those seeking healing and protection, both physically and spiritually. In art, St. Giles is often depicted in hermit's attire, accompanied by a deer and an arrow, symbolizing the legend of the wounded animal. His life story encapsulates a profound devotion to God, a strong connection with nature, and a dedication to the ideals of compassion and humility. St. Giles' legacy endures through the centuries, reminding believers of the power of solitary devotion and the potential for miracles in the midst of a life dedicated to faith. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.